shall be my dancing day. I would my true love give such chance to see the legend of my play, to call my true love to my dance.
So there's a saying that goes like with people in the field, I guess, of autism, that if you know one student with autism, you know one student with autism. And I think that basically does describe what autism is, because it's very difficult to narrow down just one characteristic, or this is what people with autism are.
Tomorrow shall be my dancing day. I would my true love take such chance to see the legend of my play, to call my true love to my dance.
My name is Jacob Thibodeau, and I am an autism specialist at Lawrence High School, and I guess I'm the lead teacher in the autism cluster site here. I had been doing my student teaching at a local high school, and while I was there I worked in an autism classroom, and I just really fell in love with the kids and fell in love with the class. And I decided that I really had the most fun when I worked with kids with autism. So I guess that's why I chose to try to find that. And I lucked into getting the job here at Lawrence High School. It is kind of a social and language disorder where students have difficulty understanding kind of certain characteristics of language and speech, which causes them to misinterpret a lot of directions that are given to them, or just common language and social skills that we probably take for granted. As far as the cause, there's been lots of things that have been pointed to that. As of right now, though, the CDC has ruled out that vaccinations were contributing to that, but they really haven't come up with a cure or a cause for autism. I think that some of the most basic ones are repetitive language or repetitive movements, an inability to understand social situations and social cues or social norms. So, you know, if you're standing too close to somebody, many of us would take that for granted. We understand, like, you know, I'm standing too close, I need to back off, I can tell that they're uncomfortable. Those things wouldn't be noticed in somebody with a spectrum disorder. I would say that not necessarily an inability, but a difficulty in communicating your wants and needs. I think that's also a main characteristic. It definitely depends on the individual. Some individuals are going to be better in one area than the other, and so you're going to have to tailor that for them. But some of the basic things that we use are social skill instructions, so that would be like using social stories or power cards, flashcards, and a lot of those things are just going to be things that maybe list out norms that happen within a given social setting. And the student would read that before or during the social setting, and it will help them navigate or prepare or prime them for that setting so they can be successful, you know, in that, you know, social group or social gathering.
So where are we going this morning?
Milton's.
Milton's. Where is Milton's? Huh. Where is Milton's? It is a restaurant. Very good. Yes, it is a restaurant. Does anybody know where it is located in Lawrence?
Massachusetts Street.
Bam! Sam with the answer coming in. It's down on Massachusetts Street. Okay, so a couple of different things. So we're going to be riding in vans. All right? Can somebody raise their hand and tell me one rule that we need to have when we ride in a van? Let me rephrase that. Can somebody raise their hand and tell me a rule that we need to follow while we're in a van?
Wear seatbelt.
Wait till your name is called on. Try it again.
Wear seatbelt.
Ah! Victoria!
Wear seatbelt.
That is right. We're going to wear seat belts. Very good, very good. So somebody else give me a rule. Maybe Erica Brown.
What can you do in the van to be safe?
With pancakes and go.
Well, we're going to go eat pancakes after we ride in the van, but
That's right.
when we ride in the van to the pancakes, how should we act? Should we jump around or should we sit in our seats?
Jump around.
No, not jump around.
Try again.
Try again.
Try again.
Stay seated or jump around?
Stay seated.
Stay
I
seated
like
in the
that
van.
one.
Very
Stay
good.
seated. Very good. Very good. Stay seated.
Just like
All
a-
right. So listen here. This is what we're gonna do. I want you to get in your van groups, and we're gonna walk out calmly to the vans. We'll get in the vans, and then we'll all meet back down in Milton's. How's that sound?
Good.
Come on, I'm giving you guys plenty of opportunity to be all pumped up and excited. Let's go! Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
I guess a lot of what we try to do, it boils down to this, is setting them up for success ahead of time. So we try to make the setting, a positive environment. We also give them skills to kind of prime them to be ready for that setting. And I think that would be the main thing that I'd want to go across is setting them up for success ahead of time so they're prepared. Lawrence High School's cluster site program consists of 6 students, and then we have 5 staff members. So I have 4 paraeducators and then myself. Our students obviously all do kind of an individualized programs, but sometimes that their programs can kind of overlap. So for instance, Chester, who is one of our male students here, he can come in the morning, and in the morning we work on some adaptive PE things. So we'll go to the gym and he'll lift some weights and work out, and really it's kind of help him strengthen his core, strengthen his body, strengthen his arms and limbs. One of our other female students also participates in that every morning. She does a stretching routine because she kind of has some poor posture and some upper body strength issues. And those are things that are definitely going to affect her in life and be able to function. So we want to help her strengthen those things, help her reach. But overall, it's just good for her health and beneficial to her to be more strong and more physically fit. During that same time period, though, I have another student in here who is kind of on a different part of the spectrum, and so she is in a lot of academic classes. So during that time, we work on a lot of academic skills. So yes, we will work on homework, but through that homework instruction, we try to teach her strategies and skills that she can use independently to navigate the homework and complete it and be successful. Throughout the day, you can also see many of our students working on money skills. That's something that we try to do in many different forms. We add money, subtract money. We have menus that the students will look at, and we'll kind of act like we're at a restaurant. I'll take their order, and then I'll give them kind of a bill, and they have to give us some money, bills and coins, because those are going to be the things that they're going to be doing, is navigating through social situations, going to restaurants, ordering food. We take that for granted, but it's very difficult for them.